Hello my friends, welcome to Reddit Rabbit. Before we start, catch the rabbit at the bottom right corner, smash that subscribe button and leave a comment. r/showerthoughts. It's better to wake up from a bad dream and realize it was all in your head than a good dream and realize none of it really happened. Depends on your nightmares I guess. I prefer not getting a girlfriend than see my sleep paralysis demon every single damn week if possible. Is your sleep paralysis demon your girlfriend? I mean I did kiss my sleep paralysis demon one time. Because I'm so pissed that it keeps tickling me every single time. Slight tongue by the way. Not sure if it's a guy or a girl, but it's something alright. Probably my first kiss too. Chad move right there. Lucid dream goes brrrr. My nightmares usually involve work. Then I wake up and have to go to work. It's definitely fricked. Sounds like you need a new job, mate. For sure. Had one lined up before COVID, but now I'm stuck. No one is hiring and it seems like a bad idea to quit a job right now. Tell that to my constant nightmares. Man, I had nightmares every day. Quality of sleep and room temperature can really influence your dreams. PTSD is a constant bitch as well. Yes. I tell people it's like living a second, insanely exhausting life filled with anxieties, fears, and vivid horrific images and then having to live my real life with few breaks in between. I'd give anything for happy dreams again. Or just none. Anything else? Disagree on that. A bad dream can leave you feeling funky all day. For me, a good dream leaves a good afterglow behind. Good dreams usually leave me forlorn. Or, I always figure it's my brain's way of letting me know what to shoot for. Same here, but there isn't much I can do that I am not already doing to get physical intimacy. I've had good dreams, and woke up happy because of it. But it helps that I'm a generally optimistic person. I just see it as a cool story I got to experience. How can a person be so optimistic? I genuinely want to know. I've been a negative bastard all my life and I want to start thinking positive. Former pessimist turned positive realist verging on optimist here. Gratefulness. Purposely looking for the positive in situations and focusing on that. Halting my thoughts. Not entertaining negativity at all and shutting down my thoughts when I felt them getting too negative. Getting out of the habit of negative thinking. Diving deep and figuring out why I was so negative and healing from that. I went through a 12-step program for depression. Therapy or counseling would be beneficial. 2. It's all about retraining the way your brain thinks. You operate in certain thought loops now and you have to retrain all your processes to a new set of thought loops. Also, the longer you have been in one set of thinking the longer it will take to retrain your brain. I would say to count on a year of constant rewiring to be on the safe side. I've woken up sad and broken on the inside from both. If you have PTSD and you have a nightmare about the trauma then it's actually worse, because it did happen. Totally agree. When I have a bad dream and I wake up, I'm relieved. When I sometimes dream of how my life once was, with a person I loved more than anything, it really hits me when I wake up how happy I was during the dream, compared to how my life is now. I disagree. Yeah, it's better to not wake up and just die. No, that is not even remotely true. For me at least. Give me a good dream over a bad dream anytime. I will wake up from a happy dream energized and ready for the day. Even if some of them make me sigh and wish they were real. It still puts me in a positive frame of mind. They leave me hopeful and may even leave me inspired. Bad dreams will leave you knackered before you even started your day. Hell, I sometimes had to figure out underneath the shower that the only reason I was feeling so crappy was that, oh now I remember, I had this really weird dream about X or Y. Nope, nothing good about bad dreams. When I wake up from a truly wonderful dream I recall having been very sad it wasn't real sometimes for the whole day. Once I was dream married to some random acquaintance from HS. I never even had a crush on her ever. But in my dream we were so hopelessly in love and at peak Hallmark level romance. I still think about her sometimes. I never did before. Never had a wet dream. I woke up rather suddenly from a dream this morning and briefly thought my name was Raymond. My son woke up this morning and muttered that's a shame. When I asked what was, he said I just bought you a really beautiful orange dress. In my dream, it was perfect, you'd have loved it. Frike has never bought me a dress in real life, so I'm just as sad as he is. I disagree. An hour after I wake up from a bad dream I can still remember bits of it and I hate it. The rare chance I get a good dream I'm pretty stoked for about an hour. Better to not wake up at all. I often FK up so badly in my dreams that I thank to God it wasn't real. At the risk of getting a little too real or dark here, the latter is a serious bummer when you have depression. No, it's Sherlock. Hey, I'd rather just not have a nightmare. Last 7-8 years I have nightmares where I'm chased by familiar people, which always ends with me getting killed by countless stab wounds, only to wake up in pain, sweat and anxiety. Good thing I wake up? No. The whole thing starts all over again and repeats until I get out of bed and stay awake. I'm always terrified to fall asleep again. Good dreams leave me in a decent mood. Bad dreams leave me shook. I have them all the time, and they get really intense. When I wake up I'm just shocked that my mind is that fricked up that it comes up with it like that. Here's one. I'm back in my childhood home. I wake up to a scream and someone knocking on the door hard. I go into my sister's room. I used to have to go through her room to get to the stairs, to find her hanging from the ceiling in a noose. The visitor still knocking hard on the door. I was in shock. I thought this was real, and then the most terrifying experience of my life. The front door slams open, and I hear thunderous footsteps fly up the stairs. The trespasser stops at the top of the stairs and looks over at me. Long dark hair, male, tall, disgusting beard, trench coat, piercing eyes. He stares hard and his thick eyebrows go into an angry expression. He opens his mouth and just screams while running at me. I jump out the window and run down the street, with him gaining on me. Dead end. He grabs me with sharp nails, then hits me to the ground and I wake up. Terrifying. I've had several dreams about the same man and can't figure out what it means or why I have dreams like that. In my opinion the worst is waking up in the middle of the night, because you know you have to back to sleep or you'll just be in a frightened trance all day, but at the same time you're terrified of going back into the same dream. Having anxiety about falling asleep because of the nightmares that await makes me strongly disagree with you. Like not having it is better than lose it after having it. I'm gonna have to disagree, chief. Bad dreams can wreck my morning. They can be the worst. Not for me personally. My bad dreams all involve people I love dying and me having to grieve their deaths, so I wake up exhausted. I've woken up from a dream in which my girlfriend was cheating on me and I was low-key emotionally pissed at her for the entire day even though logically I knew it wasn't real. So that sucked. Meanwhile, 99% of the good dreams I have are just nice dreams and I'm happy when I wake up, even though they're not real. The only time I've ever woken up from a good dream and felt bad was when my cat was dying. I dreamed she was perfectly fine and it was the happiest dream ever, and then I woke up and remembered she was dying. That sucked. I concede that I might feel differently about all this as my human loved ones get older. Good dreams that are really out there like being able to fly or summit are the best, because it's not realistic enough to really hurt you when you realize it was a dream, but still leaves you in a good mood. Know it. I disagree, having bad dreams about losing all your teeth can leave you pretty paranoid. I used to have dreams where I came into a decent amount of money, would get a good way into my day planning what I would do with it before I realized I didn't actually have it. Always a letdown. I disagree. I would prefer being disappointed in comparison to being scared. Hard disagree. My nightmares can leave me feeling itty long after I wake up. No one probably gonna read this, but I think this might be just the right place to share. Just about 2-3 hours ago, I dreamed about a very wise man, black, about 25-33. His personality is a mix between my former English teacher and hosier. He wears formal causal clothes. Dark almost black blue shirt with white feather spots tucked in his same color pants, business shoes, and probably yellow socks too. We were at the farmer's market in front of a fruit cart. He talked about what happiness is and the 4 steps on how Buddhist monks manage to eat only 2 courses of meal. He smiled at me like he adored me so much and wanted me to learn everything from him. I wasn't sure if he liked me as just a student or more. I wanted to hug him so bad and say how badly I appreciate everything. We didn't buy anything but had to hurriedly head back to somewhere. He grabbed his backpack and jacket and followed me. I think I might have walked too fast and lost him in the crowd. I panicked a bit, but brushed it off, because we're heading the same place anyway. I sat down at a bar at a corner of a street, and a very messy looking white man with messy beard walked in, and sat down on a chair on my right. He said something about how I worry too much in a worried sounding voice while holding a glass of maybe beer. So I smiled at him and said yeah. Then I woke up. At the moment that I realized it was all a dream, I said to myself out loud, it was all a dream, wasn't it? Like, I was kinda sad that that nice black man was just a dream. I call him Andreas, because that was the first name that popped into my head. Personally for me, it's more likely for a character or a place in my dream to appear later in my other dreams if I give them identity. It's very cool. I would like to continue discussing philosophy with Andreas, if not with my real life former English teacher. For the people who've sticked around, thanks and have a nice day. I also want to know if there's a proper subreddit for sharing stories. I would like to read others' stories and I also got a lot to share. Again, thank you.